All right, so which way is the camera here? Over here, over here. There it is. So you can see I'm experimenting. This is a new phone, and I'm seeing how good the videos are. My previous phone, the videos are okay, but the audio just really sucked. This one, I'm taking a look, so the video might seem awkward, and I can't do a whole lot of this next project with one hand. So I'll just show you what I've done as I progress, right? So here it is. Here's my next video. All right, so here I am with my trusty trailer. This thing has been a handy little trailer, but it's needing some TLC. And you can see it's a 5x8, and it is a tilt trailer. Yeah. So you just disconnect that, and it tilts back, so no need for ramps. But you can see it's time for a new wood floor. That already rotted out, and the last riding mower that I wheeled on here, that broke through. And you see all this is, yeah. So it is in dire need. So I've just been taking the screws out of here. You can see there were self-tapping screws that went in and down into the metal. But it looks like that's it. I just take this one row out, and I can pull all this out. And while I have all the wood off, I'm just going to go ahead and, yeah, here's some touch-ups. I need to replace this lens here, and there's a few spots of rust. You can see it's in really good shape though. But I'm going to go ahead and repaint it while I have the wood off, and look up underneath and see if there's anything that needs any, rust preventive or anything like that. But otherwise, this is bent up. Maybe I think I'll put some, through these holes here. I'm going to put some, what do you call it? The eye bolts, and that'll give me something to link my straps to. And up here, yeah, it definitely needs some repainting. And actually, you can see where this has gotten bent up in the past. I'll tighten that up. But that's it, just some little things here and there. The main thing is the wood floor. So let me finish getting all this stuff off. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. Do I want to I could cut that out so that this channel here, I can remove it, lay the boards down in there, insert them there, lay them down here, and then re-weld, there in the corners. It looks like it's welded here. There's a spot here, and then at the end. So there's 4 points. And that's probably what I'll do. Once I get these boards out of here, I'll just cut through those few weld points there, and there. That way I can just lay the boards in And so let me finish taking all these boards off. All right, the boards are off. Yeah, I'm doing this right in front of the house. Figured it'd be easier right here, so hopefully none of my neighbors will get pissed off. But actually looks pretty good, doesn't it? Not a whole lot of rust. But I'll just go ahead and put that rust preventive on it just to make sure, and then repaint everything. And there's my boards over there, you see. Got a stack of them over there. And I'll be ready to go. So I'm just gonna have some of that rust converter, the black paint stuff. I think I'll go around these bottom pieces here underneath, and then I'll paint the rest black. And this is matte black now, but I think I've got some semi-gloss. I'm gonna go over it and get it looking good again. Alright, so I got a coat of paint on everything. I think it's looking okay. Now let it dry overnight. So I'm getting ready to put the planks down over there, and I'm gonna cut that off, but I'll get to that. Here's what I'm doing with the wood. So you can see had this old bucket of the weatherproofing for deck fence and siding wood finish. So I just wanted to give it another extra coat, so I'm putting a coat on the undersides right now, and once the underside's done, then I'll slap them on the trailer, get everything secured down, and then stain and then coat the rest of it, the top and the sides, all that good stuff. But that's the plan. Alright, so I got my tape measure out. Let's measure how long these boards are. Yep, about a ½ inch more. I did not measure that before I started staining these things, but that's fine. Let me get a saw out and I will cut them over there as I place them, because some of these will probably be shorter than others. Alright, so you can see I use my angle grinder and remove that top piece. Alright, so I was trying to lay, you can see where I'd already stained the bottom side. Now I'm going to do the top once I get it inserted in. Alright, so there she blows. You can see how they fit nicely in there. Just drop them straight down. Instead of having to go cockeyed with them and slide them into place. That's what happened last time, and then you end up with a couple of boards that are too short, because you can't go cockeyed like that with the last couple of boards. Or even if you start from the sides and go to the middle. But this way we've got full length boards. But let me finish cutting these, putting them in place, and then we'll weld that little bar right there back into place. Alright, you can see I got everything cut down to size, and they fit right in. But you see this middle board here, I had to cut it down to 4-inch width to fit it in there, and I always place it on the middle of the on the middle of the trailer. If you set it over on the side somewhere, I mean, that's usually where the tires or something are lined up when I'm loading something up. So I like to put it right in the middle. And I'm putting that deck coating on there to further weatherproof it a little bit. Maybe it'll last a little longer. Although the last ones did last quite a few years, but I'm going to see how this does. And as soon as I finish this up, this other half, I'm going to weld that little piece back on. I just wanted to go ahead and get it, coat everything and let it start drying, because it is oil based, so it kind of takes a little longer to dry. And I use this quite a bit, so I really need to get this finished. But it's looking good so far. Almost done. I'll finish this up and we'll weld that back together. What's up, kitty? You gonna help me? Alright, had my handy little Chicago Electric welder. It's just okay, and there's another one of my crappy little welding jobs. There, and there. They look lumpy, but it's sturdy. You know what I mean? At least I'm still trying to work on my welding skills. Yeah, I know. One of these days I want to try a better welder and see if it's totally my technique that's wrong, or am I not adjusting things right. But it's on there. It's welded on. Little spot welds there. So I'm just going to go through with the touch-up paint, and that's going to be it. And one thing I noticed that kind of pissed me off when I was putting all these boards up, and you can see the gap. And when I measured off the board, I was at Lowe's, and I got them off the rack, you know, the 2x6s that are supposed to be 1.5 by 5.5. But these weren't 1.5s, these were 1 inch. And so you can see that gap. And it's okay, I mean, everything's on there, but you know, I'm definitely gonna have to go through here and tack these down in the middle to keep it from warping, because over here in the fronts and at the ends, yeah, if it warps, you got a 1/2 inch play there that these boards can warp back and forth. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I know I got them off the rack, but I did not physically measure it until I got here. So I was kind of disappointed. But other than that, that was a quick job. I started yesterday evening, tore it down, painted it, let the paint dry overnight, and then I did this morning. It's about 10 a.m. and so just a few hours, 3 maybe 4 hours worth of work, and that's the result. So that's it. It's ready to go back to work. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and watch for my next video. There's Mr. Kitty. All right, till later.